Welcome to the ATM, Bobby Dodd Stadium in the heart of downtown Atlanta, home to the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Ramblin' Wreck ready to roll here today. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll try the right here. In the clear at the 25. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job on this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. And the tailback's got it again. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
And the Yellow Jackets starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. And that pass rush has trapped him into sack. After the sack on 1st down, it's 2nd down.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with it
all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Now they line up to kick the extra point. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Hands off to the left. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the same runner's got it again. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Stevens. Bringing pressure. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. He just sprints into the end zone. Well, Kirby knew this guy was a dangerous returner. Took the football and just knifed through that coverage team.
You know, a lot of times we talk about vision. Usually we're talking about running backs trying to find a lane. But returners need to have that as well. And you just saw how great vision allows this returner to kind of weave his way through the defenders for a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it to the left. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll keep it on the ground with the counter play. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Stevens. That ball snagged for a completion. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Tigers. It was a foot race, and he won it. Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, told us about the receivers, and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch. Gets the first down in the process.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. The pass rush closing in. They get him down, but that's a good run. Enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Handoff heading left. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And on the carry, he's heading left. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Defense is coming after him. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit. And
it's the senior getting home with the sack.
There's a nice play by this defense. After giving up a huge gain, they're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
Second down now after the sack. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Trying to extend the play. And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush, back-to-back sacks.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Stevens. hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
It looks like no return here as that punt heads out of bounds. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Receiver makes the grab. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it second and medium. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. He grabs it inside the 20. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And he finds his tight end for the catch. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain on that catch and run.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's first and goal.
Check this call on first and goal. Receiver gets the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Second down, we're going to throw it. The pocket breaking down. And the scramble moves it closer to the goal line. The defense able to grab it.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. An important third down and goal now. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So instead of a chip shot attempt for a 2-score lead, they keep the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Inside the 20. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Missouri. That is a game-changing play by this defense.
Oh, game-changing. The momentum now is on their side. They've got confidence that they can finish this game off and get a win. If they do, we're going to remember this play right here.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? Makes the catch downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Quarterback operating an empty set. First down. Looking to throw the football. He's running out of time here. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's caught. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Tries the right with a quick throw. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The Yellow Jackets come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on.
The QB throws his third pick of the day. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. Makes the catch for the defense, breaks in the ball, and it's a short game.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Stevens. And it's intercepted, deflected at the line of scrimmage. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Chris, I thought after he tipped that ball in the air, that thing was going to be an incompletion. That would have been a great play, but instead, he didn't give up on it. Comes down with the interception and then shows you how athletic he is by taking it all the way back for a touchdown. How about that?
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And there's the handoff. Moving right through the contact. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Pressure is coming. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Sack sets up second down. Looking to throw. It's Stevens. Throws to the tight end. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a fourth down play now. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. This will be a 39-yard attempt. The attempt is no good. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Boy, these guys usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Ball handed off. That run takes it across the 30-yard line. Second down play coming up for this offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Going to try to use his legs here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
It's an out route. The catch made. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that first down.
The Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He's going to pull it down and run. Keeper for the first down and more. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run. And the Yellow Jackets line it up with 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. This offense cannot be stopped.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Handing off on the draw play. Breaking free at the 35. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Here's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. He'll hand it off. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Here's the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Quick tackle after the catch, but it's 1st and goal at the 8.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can...
Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Still no answer for this offense.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And they tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Missouri, 14.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Breaking free at the 35. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
They're going to run it. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. You guys up front line up. It's first down. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. It breaks loose at the 40. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. The back's got it. He's found some room at the 45. Out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. Now, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches and win the game.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
A gain makes it 2nd